Yeah, there we go. Yes. All right, great. I got it to work. Fantastic. Technology. Awesome. Yes. Yo, what's going on, guys? What is the good word? Yo, what's going on? I'm on Facebook. I'm on the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Live. What is really good? What is really good? Big Blue 82! What the fuck is up? Yo, what's going on, fam? Laura, what's up? Hammy, Sassy Sky Muffin, again, what's good? Beijing Biden, it's lit, fam. It's Burning Brit, what's good, doggy? Rich, what's the word? I am wearing jorts. That is correct. I do have my jorts on. Thank you so much for that question. Vanilla ice cream is racist. Pancakes have bones. What are we talking about? You know, I got a lot of questions that came through that I'm gonna answer. Couple scrumbles. Slide Queen, yes. Yo, I appreciate you guys tuning into fucking Bobby Sauce when Donnie Baseball, Donnie Football, Donnie Ball Game is also streaming live. I do appreciate that very, very much. So thank you so much for coming in. 105 people in here. What's up, Big Blue? What's good? Caleb, what's good? DeGener, what's good? GM625, what's good, fam? DeGener8, what's good? Jicklet, Slay Queen, what's good? Clap cheeks. Clap cheeks! Yo, what's good? Alpha Baby, what's good? Welcome. I am the shit. Thank you very much. Appreciate that so much. Don't say ball. I will not say ball. That is racist and also sexist and also racist and sexist, and I'm part of the patriarchy. I remind you of Joe Gator. I don't know what that means. Build back better. You know the thing, and you're a noose. Big Blue. Yes. What's up, guys? Yo, what's really good? Yo, so I'm gonna answer a couple of questions. I got a couple of good questions, and then I'll leave it here to the peanut gal. But thank you guys so much for coming in here. 112 people. I really appreciate that. So one of the first questions that I got, thank you so much for the Candace and Cardi video, was fire. I do appreciate that. Yo, Joe Patriot, quit it with the slandery words there. I'm trans, okay. Big Blue, Emily, what's good? Yo, thank you guys so much for coming in. I do appreciate it. Am I always this hilarious all the time? No. Why am I sweaty? Because I live in Florida and it's fucking hot, and my Instagram Live didn't work, so I was bugging out because I did not know how to get this thing live after I was trying to get it live. 120 people, I appreciate that. So my first question, which I wanted to just start it off with, is from Arcana1. Why are you a dumb, unfunny cunt? Thank you so much for that question. I really do appreciate you taking the precious time out of your day to ask me that question. Why am I a dumb, unfunny cunt? I don't know, dude, because I was born this way. Another question I got, what is your best quality besides being funny? I really don't know. I guess thinking deep. I like to think deep. I don't know. I think I like talking to people about things that will maybe improve their life. I think that's a high quality that I might have. As a result of that, I don't find myself having a non-consequential conversations, which makes people think I'm a fucking asshole. So that is a little bit of a struggle. So one of the other questions I got, do you think there will be a civil war after Trump is reelected? No, I do not think that there will be a civil war after Trump is reelected. Or if Trump is reelected, I don't think there will be a civil war. I do think that a lot of people are going to freak out. But I do think that the ability for law enforcement and states and cities to prepare for this will allow them to use cameras and shit on the highway to know that people are driving into high traffic areas. So I really just don't think that there's going to be a civil war. I think that a lot of the results are going to take a couple of days to come in, so it's going to take a minute before people freak out. So I don't think there's going to be any. I don't think there's going to be any civil war. So no, the answer is no. Smelly Opinions, fucking best name on Instagram. I love that name. In person versus mail-in ballots. I think that we should all vote in person if we have an opinion, if we've taken the time to draw our conclusion and do the research necessary to pick a candidate that we feel is right. I do think that you should go in person and vote. I think a mail-in ballot I think an absentee ballot is completely fine, but I think a mail-in ballot or just everybody getting a mail-in ballot is not a good idea. I think it sets the stage for fraud, and I think there's a whole lot of other problems that come along with that. So I don't think that mail-in ballots is a good thing. Let's see. What's up, Ladona? How should we handle post-election chaos? I think that you should if Donnie wins and you want Donnie to win, just don't be a piece of shit and rub it in people's face. I think that the easiest and best thing that we could do is just say nothing and just move on with your life. In the event that Biden wins, okay, the people have spoken and that's it. I mean, the fact that people are going to be chaotic, do the best that you can to inform people that freaking out is not a good idea and that solves absolutely nothing. So I would think that just do the best that you can to have conversations with people and inform them that this is not the end of the world and the president does not determine whether or not you're going to be successful in life, and to just not worry about it and do the best that you can to live your life. I cut myself shaving, so I keep wiping my fucking chin, so in case anyone was curious. I just don't want to be a bloody boy on the air like a fucking Jabron. Memamajamajams said, address the cuties issue. I should be wearing a face diaper. That's actually a really good idea. So addressing the cuties issue. I tried to take a few minutes out of my day to watch this cuties movie. I don't want to support it, but I don't know. It seemed like it seems like it's probably bad. I will say this. I fast forwarded to the very end to watch the last dancing scene, and it was pretty fucking gross. It was honestly really gross. I was genuinely grossed out by it, the cuts and the dancing and all of that. I think that Ben Shapiro took the time to analyze this movie, and I think that he watched it and gave a pretty good review of what it is. And I think that what he was saying is that the whole purpose of it was to kind of say how gross that it was. I haven't personally taken the time to watch it all the way through. I did think that the end was fucking disgusting. So yeah, it was gross, but I think all this child trafficking stuff is super fucking nasty, and it is most definitely happening around the world. And I just hope that more is done to address that, and all of us talking about it and keeping that as part of the conversation, I think is definitely important. Brianna Flynn, marry, fuck, kill, Hillary, AOC, or Cardi A. Ooh. That's just a bag of fucking donuts all across the horse there. I don't know. Obviously, kill Hill Dog because she's. I mean, let's be serious. I don't know. I guess marry AOC because it's going to be a consistently continuous thing, and I do think that, genuinely speaking, her mind will change over time. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that. And I guess ban Cardi A, but I'm not really interested in all that either because she's just really horrendous. I'm just going to pass on that question. KM Newland, on the subject of ice cream, what is your favorite flavor? Well, we know Beijing Biden's favorite flavor is vanilla. Mine would probably be peanut butter and chocolate chip. Thanks for the question, KM Newland. That's what's up. I can't get over that dude asking me, why are you a dumb, unfunny cunt? That's pretty funny. Thanks so much. Nickwa, no question, just love your work. Slay Queen, thank you. Slay. Queen Slay! Quote the Raven, thoughts on the government taking their sweet time with passing another stimulus package? Look, I think that that's being held up a lot by the Dems and by people on the left. As far as I can see, the Repubs in the House and all of the right-leaning people seem to be interested in trying to push that. Generally, I don't really know that we should be stimulating anything, because really what is happening is the Federal Reserve Bank is just printing money out of thin air, and thus devaluing all of the other existing currency that all of us have worked so hard to get, accumulate, and save. So I don't even know that there should be any stimulus package at all, but it's kind of hard to say that to people, especially in an election year. So I really just don't know. I really just don't know what the deal is on that, but it does seem like the left is holding that up. KH the model. Funny thoughts on football games and empty stadiums and fake crowd noises. I think that the empty stadiums is dumb as fuck. It's an absolutely massive place. You have assigned seats. You could clearly make it so that people sit more than 6 feet away. Not to mention the fact that these things are absolutely gigantic. Maybe charge a little bit more for the tickets. Plus, most of them are fucking outside, which is ridiculous just in and of itself. So I think that empty stadiums is just super fucking dumb. I think that they should let people back in. And here's the other thing. I think that you should let people decide for themselves whether or not they want to go to a game. If you want to go to a fucking sporting event and risk your life or whatever the fuck they're saying right now, then you should be able to do that. This is fucking America. We let the curve 15 days for the curve or whatever fucking malarkey that they tried to sell us. But I just don't think that that's I don't really think that that's really exactly what it seems, but who even knows? KH the model again. What's your favorite thing to make fun of? Really, just anything that's ridiculous. I wouldn't say that there's a favorite thing to make fun of, but Biden is just like an endless drip of material. But I do think that just generally speaking, the left in general and their hypocrisy is so easy and simple to make fun of that I just like can't help it. And like going on Kamala's Instagram page today was hilarious. It's Sunday. I was taking a little bit of a break. I'm like, oh, I'll come out swinging on Monday, whatever. And I was just walking the dog around the block, and I was just like, let me follow Kamala and just like start gathering some materials for tomorrow. And it was just like hitting me in the face. I was like, holy shit, this shit is insane. So I like couldn't stop. So I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I just wanted to rip on it. So I just like came home, showered, and like did a little bit of thinking, and then came out and just went after it and slayed Queen. And today's video was really funny. So I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but it seemed like it's getting some good traction. I can usually tell in the first hour that the video is up how well it's going to do. And like when I first started making videos after the one that kind of popped, is like they were getting like 600 in the first hour, then 800, then 1,000. And over time, they've gone up like 100 to 200 per video. And this video, the one that I did today with Kamala Harris, had like almost 2,000 views in the first hour, which was pretty amazing. So I was really impressed by that. And I could tell that one was going to go pretty far. I do. And then the other metric that I kind of pay attention to is at the end of the day, does it have 10,000 views by the end of the day? And it depends on what time of the day I post it. But usually if it hits between 9,000 to 10,000 in the first day, that I know it's going to kind of like go pretty far, usually up to 18 or 20,000, which is pretty awesome. Big Bad John, marry, fuck, kill Nancy Pelosi, AOC, or Alyssa Milano. Ugh, God, obviously you got to kill Pelosi. She's a fucking garbage merchant and looks like a fucking dehydrated bag of garbage. Again, I'm gonna go marry on AOC because she's young, and I think that I think her mind could change later in life. Alyssa Milano, I don't even like these questions because it's like, what would you rather fuck, marry, or kill? This piece of garbage, this piece of fucking wet moldy sponge, or this garbage can full of fucking hot fucking rancid meat. So, anyways, all that is just hot garb. Don Colanello, how much value do you find in Donald Trump at negative 115 at the betting windows? I don't really like to bet. I wouldn't consider myself to be a betting person, but I think if you go online and you look at the metrics of social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and just the general following that Donnie has versus Biden, if you look at the number of views on each of his videos, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and you just look at the internet signals, I do think that there's a very high probability that Donnie wins. I know that I'm a little bit biased on that because I want him to win, and I'm going to do everything that I can to try to suggest to people that he wins. But I would say that that's a pretty safe bet. I would go bet Donnie. Fucking bet the farm, fam. What's up, Ladona? Do you think a lot of blue states will turn red because of 2020? I don't know. I don't pay attention so much to the states' colors and shit. And like, look, there's a lot of people that this is their full-time job looking into this stuff and looking into like how elections are going to go and gerrymandering and all this fucking shit. So I don't know. But generally speaking, I think that Donnie is a businessman, and he understands that you don't have to win the battle, you have to win the war. And ultimately, it's about winning the game. So it's not about getting more votes. It's about getting more votes in the right places. It's about winning the Electoral College. And even though hot garbage fucking Elizabeth Warren and all these other jabrons want to get rid of it, I don't think the Electoral College is going anywhere. So I think that I don't know which states are going to turn which because I have no idea. Timmy Boomsauce, fans aren't allowed in Gillette Stadium. If I break in and cause a fire and call it a protest, I'm in. I don't know. I don't really know that that's a question, but yeah, I mean, don't fucking start fires. That's some dumb shit. Lindsay Leanna, 17, where are you from? I'm from Connecticut. Originally, I live in South Florida now. My one girlfriend and I think Syracuse. No, I do not. I'm not from Syracuse. I don't even know that I've ever even been to Syracuse. The northern part of New York is cold as fuck, and I am not a big fan of the cold. Lindsay Lana, 17, also, what do you do when you're not slaying the internet? Honestly, I don't know. Kayaking, I do like to kayak. I have an electric longboard. I like riding the electric longboard. That's pretty fun. I do like just researching this shit in general. I like listening to economic news. I like buying stocks. I like the stock market. I generally I like stand-up comedians, and my favorite thing in the entire world is electronic dance music festivals. I really love to dance. So before the fucking entire world got the cheeks clapped by the fucking corona or whatever the fuck this is, I used to go to a shitload of electronic dance music festivals, most specifically Ultra, EDC Las Vegas, and pretty much every other major dance music festival in the United States, Lollapalooza, with the exception of like Coachella and Burning Man. Kate 5385, are you single? Yes. Timmy Boomsauce, is vanilla ice cream racist? Yes, it is. The vanilla ice cream is definitely racist. KM Newland, since you're a comedian, do you do shows? I don't know. When I made the account, I just chose, I upgraded my account to a business account so I could see the insights and see the information about the people that were following me, where they were from and all that. So I just upgraded to a business account, and I just chose comedian because it seemed like it matched the most. Here's a question, what's a comedian right now? I don't know. I never really thought that I would do shows, but if fucking people would pay to come see me riff and roll around on the floor and shit, I would certainly do that. I love to public speak. I love to travel. I would totally be down to do that. I've been told a bunch of times that would be great. So I don't think that that's out of the probability for the future. Cam Newland, again, have you ever participated in Donnie's boat parades in Florida? I have not, because I don't have a boat, but I have been invited on a boat, and I do think that would be a lot of fun for one of the boat parades, so that would be cool. Have you lived in Florida long? Yes, I've lived in South Florida for 10 years. I am originally from Connecticut. Okay. What is the third podcast you were on called? So the third podcast I was on is called the Scaling Up Podcast with Elizabeth Hartkey. She was in here before. I tagged her in one of my recent stories on Saturday where I did the week-long recap. If you go in my highlights on my Instagram page, there's the most recent circle is called Recap. If you look in there, her name is tagged, and that one's going to go live in the next week or two. Do you think Beijing Biden will debate or back out? Honestly, I think he's fucked if he does debate because he's a fucking gaffe machine. But I don't know. I think he's gonna need to. I think that ultimately the people are gonna really press that he needs to. So I think that he will debate, but whether it's from his basement or from an empty church in Saskatchewan, I have no fucking clue. But I certainly hope he does debate because Donnie would wipe the fucking floor with him. The only thing I will say is that Donnie Ballgame does really good in debates with people because the people are like, oh, get him, Donnie. So when he's in an empty room with a bunch of lids, I don't know. And the moderator is going to be fucking what's his guts? Fucking Don Lemon or some other clown. So I don't know. We'll see about that. But I certainly hope he debates because I think Donnie Ballgame would run circles around him. KM Newland, do you drink coffee? I feel like you might not need it. You seem energized enough. I got that question actually DM'd me earlier today. I actually drink, believe it or not, Amazon Basics coffee. It's $8 a satchel. It's pretty fucking good, no lie. And I drink it as cold brew. I grind it up, put it in this pitcher jam, and leave it in the fridge overnight, and I drink cold brew. And I probably drink a little bit too much of it. So that's that. Thoughts on Australia's lockdown because I'm here and this is from Monique German. Thoughts on Australia's lockdown because I'm here and it's weird. strongcitiesun.org. There's a lot of jambalaya in that question, but I mean, I don't know exactly what exactly is happening in Australia. I just see the videos, but it seems pretty egregious to say the fucking least. It seems really scary. And the whole idea that you're going to arrest elderly people in the park sitting on the bench or come into somebody's house and arrest them because of a Facebook post seems really, really fucking scary. So that shit is really bad. Luke from wearechange.org talks about this. So I would encourage all of you to follow Luke We Are Change on YouTube, or go to go to wearechange.org and follow Luke Rutkowski. He talks about a lot of this stuff. Some of the stuff that he says is it gets like into the conspiratorial realm where I don't necessarily know how much of it is always true, but I do think that he does a really good job at doing a ton of research, and I think that he ultimately is like a true patriot in a lot of ways. All right, Lane the Texan, when you look at the news and maybe start to lose a little hope, what do you do? I never really lose hope, because I think that the truth always wins, and I think that I really think that good always rises to the top, and I think that there's a lot of other things that work in the world other than just what we maybe see, and I think that ultimately that good will rise. And I don't know that it's outside the realm of possibility that aliens will come in and like do a little and kind of like make sure that things keep going. And if you do a little bit of research on the history, there's many stories of extraterrestrial encounters where there's like, I think there was one where I can't remember who it was, George Washington or somebody was like going through the woods of this one direction, and kind of like a spirit was like, go in this direction, and it changed the course of the war and thus the fabric of human history. So I don't know, but I don't think that it's worth losing hope. I think that, look, here's the other thing. You need to control your own life, and you need to make sure that you're happy, and you being happy and living a great life and being in control of your surroundings and only focusing on the things that you are in control of. I think that is really important, especially if you're losing hope. I think that you should always just pay attention to the things that you can control and try to live the best life that you can. Because here's the thing. They've been at work. If it's as fucking evil as they suggest, this shit's been at work and cooking far before we were here and far after when we're gone. We got to do the best we can to help and turn the tide towards things that are positive. But ultimately, I think that you shouldn't let it bother and destroy you or ruin your life. Don't lose hope. Have faith in America. Have faith in humanity, and know that there's lots of good people out there that are doing good things. Bryce says, do you think that AOC would drink Bud Heavy, or is that too American and patriarchal? I don't know what AOC would drink, but I would hope she'd have a Bud Heavy. I think we should all have a Bud Heavy. It's pretty American. Not just anybody. Explain the hilarious duck walk. So the duck walk kind of, well, I call it the Bobby step, just to put a word on it, put it in a little sack. I call it the Bobby step simply because I just wanted to give it a specific name. So it's not the penguin or the duck or the knee slapper or the foot slapper or whatever you want to call it. But the reason that I started doing that is because I like dancing just because I just do. And the only way that I can really dance on camera and make it visible is to take the camera and like turn it down at my feet. So all you can see is like a down body shot. And really the only thing, if I'm really moving my body, it's just like the camera wobbles. So the only thing that I could really move was my feet. So eventually I just started like slapping and shuffling my feet as a way to just give another physical movement to the camera. And it was as simple as that. Only recently did I actually buy a camera stand, and then you see me like duck walking in the back here, or Bobby stepping in the back here. But originally it was just because the camera was in my hand and I was just fucking around, and it was really the only way to show me doing something. Matt, can you do the Bobby step at a face type? I bet that would be a fucking hit. I'll have to save that one and put it on Patreon to charge 99 cents. Let's see. Oh God, some of these questions are kind of gross. I can't ask all these. What were you into as a kid? Who were your biggest influencers? I really liked the WWF when I was a kid. I thought that was awesome. The Rock was an influence. That's why I say jabroni all the time. I don't know, what was I into as a kid? I always liked stand-up comedy. That was a big thing that I was always into. I've seen like George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, and like Jerry Seinfeld, and hundreds, probably I would say at least 100 stand-up comedy shows. So I was always really into stand-up comedy. And my other favorite thing has always been music. I've loved going to concerts. I've seen the Grateful Dead and other iterations of the Grateful Dead in a variety of different settings. I used to love going to that. And really just concerts and music festivals was always my thing. Tom Petty, the Allman Brothers, and a variety of other concerts. That was like always my thing, was concerts. D12 was the first concert I ever saw. Eminem was filming 8 Mile at the time, so he wasn't there, but D12 kind of like made me fall in love with concerts. I will say that the best rap concert I've ever seen in my entire life was Eminem at Lollapalooza. And the best concert all around overall of anyone that I've ever seen is Bass Nectar. And the best music festival or best place to experience music that I've ever experienced in my entire life is at Electric Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas. By far the absolute best place in the world to dance and consume music. I see someone asked how tall I am, 6 foot. I miss concerts so much. I do too. I really enjoyed seeing Andrew WK in concert. I don't know if anybody ever remembers who that is, but I saw Andrew WK in concert way back in the day, and that was pretty awesome. Let's see. Super Big Nate, how did your style come about? Videos at the house, and I've just repurposed all the things that got the most kind of got like the most hits and applied it to this specific format. Really though, it all was from frustration. Like, I was so frustrated that all this political shit was happening, and the vast majority of people that I know don't want to talk about it, or they certainly don't want to talk about it in person. So the only place for me to like get my thoughts down and put it on paper or document it, so to speak, was to just record it and yell it into my phone. And if you just take like the 2 years of like people responding to certain things that they liked, and the political frustration, and 10 years of research, and me just being a student and lover of stand-up comedy, I just take like a little nugget from like every single person that I see, and that's my style. And really the thing is that like everything is just a repurposing of other things. Like, I really like Sebastian Maniscalco. I really like Mark Normand. I like Jim Gaffigan, Dave Chappelle, and all these other comedians. So they inspire me, and a lot of it is kind of based on different nigats that I've just picked up from those amazing comedians over the years. So that's kind of like how it came about. Jenna Coer says, if Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares, why does he do it? JK, you are amazeballs. Okay, thank you so much for that. What do you do for a living? I know you said you own your own business. I'm a web developer. I develop websites and do online marketing. I build WordPress and Shopify websites for small to medium-sized businesses. Talk about California Prop 209. I don't know too much about it, so I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. But generally speaking, most of the shit that comes out of California is hot garbage, at least as it relates to political stuff, because it's super left, it's super woke mob, woke scold to cater to the fucking mob. So I just generally, things from California are questionable, to say the least. Riot Girl rocks. Would you go on Tim Pool's podcast? Yeah, hell yeah. I think realistically I'd go on anybody's podcast. I'm open to open dialogue, and I'm open to conversations, and I think that conversation is how all of us get better. So I would absolutely go on any podcast, no problem, no question. And Tim Pool, I think, is a very smart, a very intelligent dude. But again, I don't know a lot about Tim Pool. I haven't consumed a ton of his content. He just seems like a smart guy. I think generally he leans pretty left and is Democratic, but I've only seen him on other podcasts, and he seems to be a pretty intelligent dude. So I don't know, but I would certainly go on anything. Who is your barbershop? Please shut them out. Greg the Barber, at Greg the Barber 954, at Greg the Barber 954, Greg the Barber 954. Greg is the man. That would be Nobleman's Barbershop in Fort Lauderdale. Greg the Barber 954. He's the man. Jamie Kedai. Sorry, I'm pronouncing this wrong. What is your favorite meal? I guess breakfast would be eggs Benedict, and then I would say overall, probably pho. I really like pho. I think pho is amazing. I really like Asian things of all types. But you can't go wrong with a chicken parm, being Italian and whatnot. KG Flan says, what is the origin of the roll and the little steps? So I just talked about the little steps, the Bobby step. The origin of the roll is, here's the fucking God's honest truth. There is no origin. I was in Las Vegas for this podcast, the John Bartolo podcast, last week, and the floor was carpeted. And I was just thinking of like, how could I like step by the carpet, but my sandals just didn't have the same pop as they do on my tile floor here. So I was like, I should just fucking like somersault or something. That'd be kind of funny. So I somersaulted across the carpet, and I thought that was really funny. And then when I got back here to Florida, I was like, this fucking somersaults kind of hurt inside the house. So I was like, let me just do like a barrel roll or something, because that way it doesn't hurt as I roll across the tile. So I started barrel rolling across the tile, and I've been getting a lot of really good feedback that everybody seems to like that. So so that's where the roll came from. But here's the thing, like, I don't want to roll or somersault or Bobby step in all the videos. I'm going to switch it up, and like, who knows what could come next. I've been doing a couple things out in the front yard, and my neighbors are like, yeah. So who knows? But I mean, I could come up with a whole variety of things, hopefully. So we'll see. Bryce says, is that haircut built for speed? No, it's built for comfort. Lorena Smooth, Bobby Penguin walk tutorial. I actually did that in the last podcast, or in the last live stream. So you can go and watch the last live stream on YouTube or on Facebook, and it is there. You can watch it. It actually is on my Instagram as well, so you can see the tutorial there. What do you think about the fires in the Western United States? Are they accidentally or intentionally set? So I don't know shit about these fires, but what I do know is that there's a whole lot of fires in the West Coast, pretty much every other year. But I have seen that some people have been arrested for intentionally setting them. I think that the FBI investigated and said that they didn't. And then there were also articles that came out that said that they were intentionally set. I don't know who the fuck is spending their fucking days setting fires, you fucking assholes. So fuck those people. But I don't know. But generally, I think that that's dumb as fuck. And I hope that people stop fucking doing that, because destroying property and people's fucking life is super dick. Don't do that. Jessica Tanner, slow roll on the floor for our entertainment. Maybe I'll do one at the very end to close it out. I'll turn the camera and I'll just roll into the fucking wall. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. This can only go for 1 hour, so I have like another 23 minutes. House of Huber, do you follow Q? No, I don't follow Q, but I have followed a lot of accounts that are related to this, and I do pay attention to that stuff. But here's the thing that I struggle with is like, information is coming at us fast, and there is so much stuff that the time that it takes to sift through what is true and what is not, it's like you have to figure out where you spend your time. So what I've been trying to do is like, I try to pay attention to the things that are verifiably false or verifiably true, and I focus on those things. I take a note of all those things and I watch how they play out over time. But generally, I try to focus on the things that I can verify to be true, and only address those things, because I don't want to be somebody that's continuing to perpetuate things that are not verified as true, because then I'm part of the fucking problem and not part of the solution. Paulie Cooks, what would you be more surprised to find under Pelosi's skin, cottage cheese or reptiles? I would be more surprised to find cottage cheese under her skin, because that's like a tasty treat. Reptiles, I mean, I don't know. I've listened to my fair share of David Icke videos, and for all the true heads that know about David Icke, known as Adam says, "Fuck Trevor Noah." He's not funny, and that's the fuckery right all in itself. So yeah, I mean, sure. Jen Lee AZ says, "How would you encourage people to vote who just say I'm not going to vote this year?" Look, I don't necessarily think that everybody needs to vote. I don't know. I mean, if you don't have an opinion, don't vote. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe in that whole like we have them out, because that just assumes that like if you haven't done your research to figure out who deserves your vote, then you're just fucking whipping one on the wind because you think that Trump is racist, so you vote for Sleepy Joe, or you think that Trump is funny, so you vote for him. I don't know. I just think that if you don't have an opinion, if you don't do the research, you shouldn't. I don't know that you should fucking vote. I kind of almost think that the voting age should be raised. I think that the fact that they're trying to push it, I heard in San Antonio, somebody told me that in San Antonio they're trying to make it 16, which is fucking horrifying. I don't think that young people really know, and I don't think that they want to take the time to figure out who's worth voting for. So I think that I think that it might be a better idea for the voting age to be raised, quite frankly. I think that the voting age should be 21 and the drinking age should be 18. And I think that marijuana should be fucking legal across the country. The fact that anybody's in prison for fucking marijuana is absolutely insane. To think that you're sitting in prison in one state for marijuana while other people are buying it at the fucking corner store in another state is absolute fucking garbage. And the fact that that is even a thing is just fucking terrible, absolutely terrible. And I feel so bad for all those people that are sitting in prison right now as a result of that. That is absolute shit. All right, so that was all the questions that I have. So now I'll go to you, jabronis, here in the comments. I've been seeing everything whip by. I can't focus on the comments on the screen here and make sure that I look beautiful and look at these questions. So if you asked a question and it went through, ask it again, and I'll address it here. Voting should be 21 plus. I agree. That's awesome. I'm 16, and even though I try to educate myself, I don't think you should be able to vote. That's right. That's a smart 16-year-old. That's fucking awesome. That's the future of America right there. That's amazing. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Spindrift sparkling water. It's water with a little fruit fucking jizz in it. It's pretty delectable. Do a saucy roll. I already said that I'll do that maybe at the end there. Do the roll. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not just a one-trick pony, you fucking assholes. I'm not just a monkey. Is Hillary going to jail? No, she's too integrated into the fucking deep state. And I don't necessarily think that Donnie's going to take the time to do that. So I don't think. Callie, what was your question? I don't remember. I don't think I saw it here. Ask your question again. How was the Tommy Vex podcast? The Evening Gentleman was awesome. It's up on YouTube and Facebook. You can go and check it out. Please watch it. I know you sent the question. Send the question again. Florida hard seltzer. I don't know what that is. No, I'm not going to do the roll yet for the fucking fuck. People have mostly been sexting on here. Nice. That's what's up. When the debates happen, you will have so much content. Yeah, I will have a lot of content. I hope one of these big channels like Louder with Crowder gets me on the channel for one of those live streams. That would be fucking awesome. But if you guys tag people like that, if you guys tag them, it would work. Have close friends or family shit on you for speaking up? No, they haven't. Mostly everybody has been positive about it. And generally speaking, I think that there's enough humor in here that it's like, even if you disagree, it's kind of funny to see me yell and scream and shit. Nicola, I am a web developer. I build websites, WordPress and Shopify websites for small and medium-sized businesses. I can scroll up. Do you think Joey Basement will show up to the debates? I already answered that question. Will he have an excuse not to show up? I think he will if he has to. I think that he's not gonna have a choice because he's gonna start tanking because he sucks and he's basically dead. An Italian dev from Florida that loves eggs Benny's and slams the leftist BS. We might be kindred spirit. Yes, that's right. Hell yeah. What do you think of Newsom? I think he's hot garbanzo beans. I think it's more than clear that he's been sucking. Did you see the CNN piece that I sent? Dude, people send me I get like 200 DMs a day. Roll. You would crush as a late night host. You jabroni. Yes, I know. Thank you so much. Joe, can I sit on your lap? Yeah. What do you think of Rogan not saying anything about Spotify? Dude, I don't know. I don't know about that one. It's questionable. I don't know what's going on there, but it is fucked up that those videos got removed. All right, I'm gonna try to scroll back down to the main questions. All right. Let's see. Thoughts on Tulsi Gabbard? I think Tulsi is fucking awesome. I mean, she's a Dem, which is, whatever, but I think she's been speaking up a lot of truth. And I think that she's generally pretty awesome. Don't scroll up. The dummies just sexted the whole time. Okay. Newsom must be a straight reptile. How about Biden being a clone? The Rogan situation is awkward. I agree about that. Yeah, I mean, I generally think that removing content or removing conversations because of one political leaning or the other is counterproductive, and I think that it sets a bad precedent. I don't think any conversation should be removed, no matter how many people hate it. And even though, if it's not physically hurting a person, I don't think that any conversation should be removed. And I understand that these platforms are a business, but I just don't think that any conversation should be, I don't think any conversation or any dialogue should be removed from the public town square, as it were. What's my favorite TV show of all time? Seinfeld, with absolute doubt. Scrolling up is basically just Nicolette getting wet for Donnie. Okay. Do you have a favorite sports team? I guess if I'd said that, then no. No, not really. I guess you could say the Yankees, baseball, I guess. Any stock tips? Sure, I could give you some stock tips. Look, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't recommend that you buy any stock, but I really like Facebook, Uber, Shopify, Google, PayPal, GoDaddy. Look, here's my general position on stocks. I think that you should invest in things that you know, things that you inherently understand through and through, top to bottom. I understand the internet. I understand how the internet works, how mobile phones work. I feel like I'm technologically savvy. So I invest in things that I know. As a web developer, and I invested in something like Shopify because I build websites with Shopify. I know that it's good. I know it's going to make more money. So I would say that you should invest in stocks that you understand inherently just because you use them. I try not to buy stocks in companies that I don't use day to day. Facebook, Uber, I bought a lot of Intuit because I have QuickBooks. So I think that you should buy stocks in companies that you are using frequently so that if they start to suck, you know that it's a good time to sell. So you have like the up and up. You have to invest in buying things that you understand on your own. I happen to understand the internet, so I'm very, very heavy into tech. Do I think the pro teams, sports teams will survive another year? Yeah, I do. I think that they will survive. Thoughts on the NFL and wearing George Floyd and Brianna Taylor's names on their helmets? Look, I think there's a video there's the full body cam video came out about George Floyd, and I watched it. I don't know if you guys watched it, but I mean, the autopsy said that this dude died of narcotics overdose, and like I don't support the fact that Derek Chauvin was kneeling on his back, and I think that was absolutely horrendous and horrible to watch. But I think that we need to wait for the facts to come out, and anybody just suggesting that they know before the case goes to trial, I think it's irresponsible. With Brianna Taylor, same thing. I mean, the more and more you look at these police reports, the guy, her boyfriend or whatever, the guy in the apartment was shooting back at the police, and she happened to get shot as a result. It's not like they just like walked in and fucking blew her head off. So I think that as the facts come out about this story, you're going to find that a lot of these virtue signaling without all the facts are going to be like, they may not age well. So the fact that those specific people are being celebrated, I think is sad and misguided. I think there's a lot of other people that didn't deserve to die, like police officers that are more deserving of that. And like, look, I think police brutality is horrible, but I think that when the facts and the truth come out about the Brianna Taylor case and about the George Floyd case and it goes to trial, I think that there's going to be a lot of stuff that kind of like comes to light, and the mainstream media does not want to let you know that shit. The other thing too is like in the case of George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, as far as I can understand, I'm not a fucking lawyer. I'm just a fucking barrel rolling tappy boy idiot that's yelling into his phone at his house. But as far as I can see, they tried to get this guy on second-degree murder, which basically means that he had the intent to kill him going into it. And I don't think that they're going to be able to get him on that conviction, which means that he's going to get off. And had they put him on like manslaughter or like whatever the other charges, I forget what it is. Whatever, something conduct or whatever, I forget what the word is because I'm a Gibran, illegal Gibran. I think they would have got him, but as a result of them going in with the second-degree murder charge, I don't think they're going to get that. And as a result, he's going to get off. And you know what's going to happen when he gets off? The fucking world's going to burn to the ground because all these fucking idiots are going to start burning shit because they don't understand. They don't take the time to do research. Like, what the fuck? How hard is it to do research? I don't understand. But anyways, that's my thought on that. I'll make another video about that type of stuff as time goes on. But like the other thing too is like the Jacob Blake, like what the actual fuck? Sleepy Joe and fucking Kamala are calling this guy, like offering their condolences, like his family has such a good fan. Yo, this fucking guy fought with the police, fucking got tased twice, resisted a lawful order, went to go into his car, had a knife in the fucking car. Like, what the fuck? And also, they're like, he got shot 7 times in the back. Supposedly there were 7 shots, only 4 hit him. So it's 4 times. He was reaching for a gun. Or reaching for a knife. Look, I don't know. I just don't think that we should be celebrating this cat. Alleged rapist. I don't know. What the fuck? Like, you can put this guy's name on your helmet? I don't know. That just seems That seems pretty backwards to me. I think it's unfortunate, but I think that these things and these virtue signals are going to come back and clap the fucking Dems right in their fucking cheeks. So let the time play out, because I think that that stuff is not going to play out very well from them. Let's see, what do we got? The comments are getting weird in here. You guys are getting weird with these comments. I really appreciate, just so you guys know, I really appreciate that 96 people are watching this. That's super fucking awesome. Obviously the Facebook, apparently I didn't turn the audio on because I'm a fucking idiot. I got 2 people watching on the YouTube, but it'll save there. That's great, but I do appreciate you guys being here in the Instagram. I appreciate that so much. 97 people. I mean, that's amazing. That's an auditorium. That's a small gymnasium auditorium of people. So I really do appreciate you guys staying in here and asking questions and shit. That's super awesome. Anybody else have any questions? Thoughts on Don Rickles' comedy? I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on Don Rickles' comedy. I think he was pretty funny. We need a party. Sure. These comments have been weird. Yes. Slay! The comments have been weird the whole time. Yep. Let's get yipped. No, let's not get yipped. I'm not interested in doing that. Come to New Jersey. We will party in New Jersey. Fucking Christmas. There's a lot of cool places in New Jersey, but there's also a lot of in New Jersey. What's your favorite food? Pho. I really like pho. I like Asian food a lot. That's like 10 times a Biden rally crowd. That's fucking true. Oh, do I think we will have a civil war? I already answered that. Smelly opinions. What the fuck? The answer is no. Let's see. BLM is exactly like in RoboCop 3, government-funded terrorists. Okay. Would you go on Pardon My American podcast? I don't know what that is, but sure, why not? Come to Australia. Cool. Sounds good. Just not now, because if I fucking post on Facebook that I farted this morning, they'll fucking arrest me or whatever, or that the government smells like a fart or whatever. Watch your mouth. I'm not talking New Jersey. I'm just saying, let's be honest. Like Newark, come on. How do you tolerate attacks on social media for not supporting BLM? Nobody has attacked me for not supporting BLM. People have called me fucking slanderous names, but I don't give a shit. I think those people are mad at themselves, to be honest with you. So whatever. Run for president 2024. I'm good, fam. I may run. That would be awesome. I'd love to run for president someday, but not in 2024. Are you fucking kidding me? I got stuff to do. Will Sleepy Joe put the Oval Office in his basement? I fucking hope so. That would be amazing. Yeah, we could all go down there and chill. We could play canasta, drink some caffeine-free coffee. Do I have a dog? Yes, I have a purebred pit bull, Biggie. Slay, yes! I felt guilty watching football because they support organization. Yeah, I heard the ratings are going down for these fucking sports organizations. That sucks for them. That shit is definitely pretty crazy. Would you like to see Candace Owens run in 2024? Honestly, I don't know. I think Candace Owens is really smart. I don't know her specific political views, so I don't know. But I don't think that she's going to run in 2024 personally. I think she's still young and has a lot of life to live. And like, look, you only can go 8 years, so I think that she might wait. But I don't know. What the fuck? Excuse me. What the fuck do I know? I don't know. I think Don Jr. running is probably a lot more likely. I think Ivanka running is probably a lot more likely. I think Nikki Haley is probably the person that I would be likely to vote for. I think that it's likely that she may run. She certainly has the credentials, and there's a lot of really cool things that she's done. But again, like, who the fuck knows? Like, I don't know. You can't really know until these people decide that that's what they're going to do. So it's hard. And like, look, we're not even into this election. We're going to start thinking about the next one. I don't know about that. Do I like to take naps? Yeah, obviously I like to take naps. It's my fucking name. You kidding me? Of course. The reason I love that my name is Take Naps, because I feel like taking naps is one of the most luxurious things that a person can do. So I love that handle specifically for that purpose. What do you think about doctors being silenced for speaking out about COVID? I think that's kind of par for the course. And the mainstream media is a bag of shit. So Tucker Carlson 2024. I think Tucker's is a really smart cat, and I think that he does a lot of good work on his show, and I give him a lot of credit, and I hope that I can get on there. I think that would be hilarious. I think that his delivery turns a lot of people off because it seems like kind of snarky in some ways. But look, if you're spitting the facts, I mean, what the fuck? Sometimes that's what it is. If Trump loses, are we fucked? I mean, I don't know. I guess my initial thought would be no, but like, Kind of, yeah. I can tell you what, the stock market would be fucked post haste. Those taxes and shit would destroy the stock market. And it's not that it would destroy it in and of itself. It's just that all the people invested in the stock market, like fucking me, would get the hell out of that shit really fast. Because the fucking taxes and shit are off the chart. And like all those taxes will just absolutely decimate all those companies and their ability to make money for shareholders at the rate that they've been able to make it lately. So I'd say that it would be really bad. Biden takes naps and I don't think he ever wakes up. Yeah, that's that's pretty true. What will the taxes look like? Just Google Joe Biden versus Donald Trump taxes 2020, and you can see he wants to pretty much raise taxes across the board. He wants to raise them pretty much on all things, corporate tax rates. He's like, oh, if you make over $400,000 a year, you're gonna be. Here's a fucking newsflash. People that are making over $400,000 a year and over $1 million a year, that's your fucking boss. Those are these companies being taxed. That's the person that writes your motherfucking paycheck. That's the person that hires small businesses. Like, they are gonna, by taxing these corporations, what you're really doing is you're taxing the people. You're taxing the fucking employees. Because those corporations, they're not stupid. They're just gonna take it out of their they're just gonna take one on the chin and then just be like, okay, thanks, fucking Joe. No, they're gonna take it out of your paycheck and your fucking salary is gonna go down. That shit is gonna hurt the people, not just the fucking corporations, because the corporations are run by private fucking citizens. Climate change stops at the Canadian border. That's true. Dude, you should go on InfoWars with Alex Jones. Yeah, I mean, okay, I would. I mean, Alex is, I don't know what to think about Alex. I think he does tell a lot of truth, but I also think that, I don't know, it's kind of dicey. I don't get how people want more taxes and more government. Yeah, people want more taxes and more government because they don't fucking understand what that means. They don't understand the significance of that. And they think that like, oh, we got to help everybody. Yeah, we got to help everybody. But taxing people is not the fucking way. Giving the money and control to the bureaucrats is not the solution for that. Don't these people protesting day in and day out work? I can barely find 30 minutes a day to work. Never mind protests for days. No, they don't work. Here's the thing. Most of these people protesting, or at least the ones that are protesting and getting violent, or the ones that are out there during the workday, these are young people. Really angry, angsty young people. And I would encourage you to go and watch the John Bartolo podcast that I did, version 1 and version 2, which just dropped yesterday. And I talk about this, and I talk about young, angsty kids that are fucking have pent up rage that are going out and causing all this damage and destruction. So I would suggest that you watch those podcasts, and I talk a lot about that at length. The top 5% pay 65% of the U.S. taxes. That's true. That's true. I think here's what I think. I think that there shouldn't be income tax. I think that all tax should be on consumption. I believe in like a flat rate tax on consumption. All the people that buy the most stuff pay the most taxes just inherently. I think there should be tax on consumption. And I do not think that there should be an income tax. I don't think that there should be a federal income tax on consumption. Listen to the Peter Schiff podcast. He talks about this at length, and it's really, really awesome. So tax on consumption, I think that that's really the name of the game. If Bobby Sauce was president, I'd be pushing for that. These protesters are being paid. It's their job to be idiots. Maybe. I think that there's a lot of evidence to suggest that could be true. But again, we don't know. I'm a crane operator in Los Angeles, and I would not work if it wasn't for rich people in their mega mansions, trickle-down economics. I mean, I don't know that I would word it that way, but like, yeah. And here's the thing, rich people are just people that weren't rich, that fucking made a lot of products and services that we all love and used our free will to purchase. And as a result of them helping the most fucking people, they made a lot of money and then got the right to purchase those mansions. It's not like they just fell ass backwards into money. And the vast majority of billionaires and shit didn't just inherit it. Like a lot of them are self-made. And even if they aren't self-made, if it was family money, that person and their family did a lot of things that provided a lot of products and services and helped a lot of people. If you look on the list, the people that are the richest have helped the most people in a lot of cases. And I don't mean help the most people like Mother Teresa style. I mean help the most people like giving jobs, products and services that have been fucking broadcast around the world. Like Mark Zuckerberg created this platform that allows you guys to exchange free thought with me. You don't think this guy deserves to be a fucking billionaire? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, how much? Like, what the hell do you need? Yo, Arconnell, I don't understand why you have hate in your heart, my friend, but like, I feel really bad for you. And I don't know who hurt you, but I feel bad that this is how you're deciding to spend your time. Pence is pure class. Yeah, Pence is pretty awesome. Yo, Arconnell, man, you got a problem, dog. I feel bad for you. Who hurt you, dog? The tolerant left has entered the chat. Is Michelle Obama really Michael? I don't fucking know, and you guys don't know either. I think that whole premise is kind of bullshit. So I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking suggest that the First Lady of the United States is a fucking man. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't like that shit. Here's the thing. You know what, guys? Like some Viva La Carissa said, block. I'm not gonna block him. If he wants to be in here in the town square yelling at me, all right, dude. If that's how you want to spend your time, maybe he'll learn something because he's spending his precious time with me and with us. So Bezos employs 750,000 people himself. That's right. Why is it that silver spoon-fed white people are causing problems because they were cut off and made nothing? I don't know. That one moved away too fast. Hey, don't insult the guy. Nothing is to be gained by insulting the guy. Just let him vent. The guy is having a bad day. Let him be. I love how you laugh at your own jokes. Yeah, thanks. Tommy Vex actually was the one that suggested that to me earlier. He's like when you laugh, it's much more relatable. And like I was laughing anyways, but it certainly made an impression on me because people want to see people that are happy. None of us wants to come on here and be fucking depressed. So I'm gonna do the best I can to be happy, stay happy, and make things that are happy. Even though it's crazy and I'm highlighting the insanity of it, I'm gonna try to keep doing that. Did you hear about the Pentagon's life log, which was basically Facebook? No, I don't know about that. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, look, if you haven't looked at what Edward Snowden told us, I mean, that shit was true. There's a reason that dude is hiding out in Russia. So, Edward Snowden, hero. I think he should be. Pardoned. And quite frankly, I think Julian Assange should be pardoned. I don't know. I hope that Donnie does that. Maybe that's a second term thing, but who knows? I can't tell who's trolling. You know you've made it when trolls join your live. That's right, dude. I always say, like, if you're not, the only way to avoid dissent is to say nothing at all. So if people want to come in here and try to zap me, cool, man. That's how you're spending your time. You're just making me more popular. Edward Snowden 2024. Yeah, I think Edward Snowden's the fucking man. I think he deserves to be pardoned. I got to you from Tommy Vex. That's what's up. Tommy Vex, big ups. Much thanks. He's been sharing all my content. He's been a really fucking awesome dude. I have mad love for him and the fact that he's helping share and pump this stuff. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming here from that and letting me know. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. Sleepy Joe needs those high taxes to heat his basement. Tommy G sent me. Yeah, Tommy G is awesome too. He got his account banned again, which really sucks. It's too bad that they're shutting him down like that. Tommy G has been mad cool. He's been publishing my stuff too. Have I seen A Handmaid's Tale on Hulu? No, I haven't. My eyebrows are nice. Thank you. God gave them to me. Let's see. I found your page from Tommy Vex. That's awesome. That's super cool. Best dog sitter. Yes. What do we need to get Assange and Snowden pardoned? Fuck, beats the hell out of me, man. I wish I knew. Talk about it. Have conversations about it. Inspiring how well spoken you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Eric, I don't know. There's no proof of that. I don't really see what the point is of that. Yo, Keegan, that's awesome. I would love to go on Real AF with Andy Frisella. Tag him, dude. Tag him. Message it to him. Tell him he's got to get me on. The only way to get me on there is to keep telling him that he's got to. Thank you for making the truth actually enjoyable this year. My pleasure. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys paying attention and listening in. That's super awesome. Tommy Vex is the lead singer of a band called Bad Wolves. You can look him up at Tommy Vext, Vext. He's a super awesome cat. His music's awesome, beautiful voice. The guy makes really great music, and he's just a really smart, intelligent cat, and I have mad love for him. I did the podcast with him in Los Angeles, the Deviant Gentleman podcast, and he's the man. Go give him a follow. And he has sent me so many fans and so many views. I appreciate him so much. Big Blue! Yo, 105 people in here for a full hour. That's fucking awesome. You guys are cool as shit. Thank you so much. Do you think Hillary gives Sleepy Joe advice? Yep, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. You're the man. Keep keeping it real. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Love the heavy stuff. Where are you in CT? Where in CT are you from? I'm not going to disclose that, but let's just say southwest central Connecticut. Was at the Trump rally outside Reno last night, 116,000 people. That's fucking awesome. Yo, I don't know if you guys watched the Trump rally last night, but oh my God, this dude was ripping. Here's the thing, Trump is a human being. And like when he was saying that on the way into the thing, he saw the Biden ad that was saying that he was like standing over the graves and they were like saying that he said all this shit that he didn't say, and he was fucking pissed. You could just tell in the live stream that he was really pissed by that. And I think it's fucking sad that they fucking shit on this dude so much. And like, look, he dishes it out too, but like a lot of the times I think he's responding and trying to hit back. I mean, he said at the very beginning, like if someone hits me, I'm gonna hit back 10 times as hard. He was fucking heated last night, and you could just tell he was pissed. Because there are so many fucking powers at work to fucking shit on this guy's campaign. It's insane. Every news outlet, everything on the planet, just going out to get him. Dan Bongino did an awesome Sunday special with Ben Shapiro over the weekend. Just dropped yesterday or today, Sunday. I would highly suggest that you guys go watch the Ben Shapiro show and watch the Dan Bongino episode that he just did today, this Sunday special. It's fucking awesome. Dan Bongino has a really interesting background, Secret Service, New York City police officer. The dude is the man. I have mad respect for Dan Bongino. Just wrote a new book. So I would suggest that you watch that Sunday special. And he talks about how there's this like Spygate shit about the previous administration spying on Donnie Baseball. And dude, when that many people are out to get the guy, you got to wonder, like, what is he talking about? Like, what's he... like what is he doing and changing that they want to stop so bad? Did you see? I love Shapiro, and the memes of him are kind of funny. Yeah. Let's see. Do you think Giuliani will run for president? I hope not. I don't know. I think he was a good mayor of New York, maybe, but I don't know. Do I think Hillary will get convicted? No. Maybe. I certainly hope so, but I don't know. My dad was the best basketball coach. Yo, large facts. That's a true statement. What do I think of Shopify shutting down QAnon shops due to violating community guidelines? Look, I think that, again, I generally think that removing people from the conversation is bad. I think that removing free thought and free speech is bad. I think that anything that removes people from the town square, as it were, is bad. However, Shopify is a private business, and you ultimately you have to allow private businesses to do what they need to do in order to protect the integrity of their platform. So I don't slight Shopify for shutting them off. I don't think that they should have done that, but it's a private business. And if enough people said like, hey, we're going to take our stuff off that platform if you guys don't remove them, and it could negatively impact their business is business. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's unfortunate, but here's the thing is if it wasn't QAnon, if it was Joe Biden, let's say, and enough people said like, look, we're going to pull our business if you don't remove Joe Biden's store, and they had to make a conscious business decision to remove Joe Biden's store versus not, I think that that's what would happen. So business is business. And here's the other thing. If Shopify removes their store, all that does is that opens an opportunity for big commerce and other stores to take that business. Such as the free market, such as capitalism. That's the beauty of capitalism, is like one closed door is an opportunity for somebody else. So I think that somebody else could do something like that. Yo, let's start a podcast. Yo, I'm just gonna try to get on as many podcasts as I can, but I totally would do that. The thing is that with a podcast, if it was just my voice, it's like I'd have to think of things to talk about all the way through. I'm really liking my short delivery. I think that that's fun. I'm really having fun with that, and it takes a lot of work. Even though it seems like I'm just zapping, it takes a lot of work and a lot of research to put that together, to shoot the video, to think about what I'm going to say, to come up with the names, to publish it, to respond to every comment, to respond to every message, to push it on all the platforms, to roll in the grass, to cut the video up. It takes time. And I would love to do that. But for now, I'm just doing what I'm doing. And if that becomes a possibility later, I would certainly be down for it. What is the argument that QAnon is dangerous? I don't know. I'm not saying that it's dangerous, but if enough people voice dissent and say that, you know, I'm going to take my business away from Shopify if you guys don't, if you guys keep this store there, then they got to do what they got to do to keep the business. Short deliveries, hilarious. Yeah, I've thought about doing some merch. I'm working on doing that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you guys the things that hit. Me selling t-shirts isn't going to make these videos better. So I'm just trying to pump out as many videos, make sure that I can keep growing the following, get on some podcasts, get the message out there as much as I can. And then if merch comes down the pipe, it'll come in due time. And I'm certainly open to it and I'm planning on doing it. But it takes time, and I'd rather focus on making these videos great than making the merch right now. But I will do that. Hey, if you guys want to make some designs and send them to me, it'll help me build the store faster. So if somebody wants to help me make some designs, email them to me, woke@bobbysausalito.com, woke, W-O-K-E, @bobbysausalito.com. If you want to help me make some designs, maybe I could give you a cut of them or whatever, or if you just want to do it for the good of the game, send them over to me and I'll work on getting a store up. But I just haven't had a chance to put it all together yet. Dude, I would buy a big blue shirt. Yeah, that's what people keep saying. One of the funniest things that I heard is somebody on one of the last question submissions said that you should make a big blue shirt, a shirt that says big blue and the shirt is red. So I think I'm going to do that. That would be pretty funny. Go on the Timcast podcast. I would definitely do that. I would certainly be down for that. Just tag him, message him, tell him you got to get Bobby Sauce on this bitch. You guys speaking on my behalf, the signals is what's going to make him or anybody else bring me on. You need to focus on spreading this fire while it's lit, sort of like California. That's right, exactly. I have to, like, the thing that hits is the short form delivery videos. They make you laugh. They make me laugh. I fucking watch my own videos literally 30, 40, 50 times a day because I think it's funny. So they make me laugh. I'm enjoying them. I'm having a lot of fun with them, and they're hitting the most with you guys. I'm getting pretty consistently 10,000 views at minimum on every video that I post. Here's the thing. My delivery mechanism is working well and I'm enjoying it. It's like I'm yelling into my phone for 2 to 5 minutes, chopping it, cutting it, and blowing it out, and people can consume it on their own time. I'm enjoying that. And I only do it when I want, and they're getting good feedback. So I'm not gonna fuck with something that's working well. And we'll see. But I mean, all these things are opportunities to come down the pipe. I'm just trying to keep hitting people with stuff that they're enjoying at the most expedient rate that I can. And things like merch and podcasts and me doing all these other things and it's expanding out, spidering in all these directions would just take my limited amount of focus off of the things that are hitting the most. And I've made that mistake in business in the past. It's like you try to do too many things. It's called drowning in opportunity. So I don't want to get spread too thin. My favorite is when you spin around. Hell yeah. All right. Well, yo guys, this has been fucking really awesome. I really appreciate you guys staying in here. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes. So I think I'm about to jump off. Unless anybody has any other questions, I really appreciate the 80 of you guys staying in here. This is fucking awesome. Super, super really cool. I really do appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for your attention and thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. I'd like to make this like kind of a weekly Sunday thing. Maybe I'll come on at some time this week during the day. Maybe people are not always available on Sundays. Maybe I'll come on Thursday. I think that it's realistic to think that if there's a debate or something else happening, that I would jump on maybe after or whatever and give some commentary. So I think there's definitely a lot of definitely a lot of things that are going to happen in the next 60 days as we wait for this crazy ass election. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you to the 80 of you that have stuck it out to the end. I really appreciate it so much. Thanks for your attention. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for the messages. And most importantly, thank you guys for messaging or thank you guys for sharing my posts in your stories. I appreciate that so much. And literally, you guys reposting and sharing my stuff in your stories has been the reason why I have 11,000 followers and I can get 25,000 views on a video. 2.5 times my total follower count on a video because you guys share it, and people that you guys don't that don't follow me go and watch it and become followers. So please share my account with as many people as you can. Share the videos. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. Please follow me on Facebook. Please tag me in as many things as you can. Tag all those podcasts that you want me to go on. Message those people directly. Tell them that they got to get Bobby Sauce on there. And this is going to continue to be fun. And I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys so much for coming in here. So that's all for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys soon, and I'll be back with more. And I'm going to try to hit you guys with one tomorrow, so long as there's something good worth saying. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Peace. Thank you. You too.